and I'm not. And maybe lane didn't even go that well.
Sure. And do you have any homework that you're previously working on, like from however many months ago?
Vision. I feel like my vision game has gotten
Sure.
weaker in this patch, for no discernible reason.
Nice. So you are against a Sand King and Lion, or Sand King Silencer? Or are we thinking? Yeah, we're thinking Silencer mid, Sven safe lane, Sand King Lion. Okay. So what's gonna happen in this? Sorry. What skills are gonna be used that are gonna determine the way the lane's gonna move?
If SK gets Sandstorm and if Dusa pushes with Snake.
Oh, you have a Deuce to safe lane. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
so
if I fuck up with
so
my Q,
where is the lane gonna shove with those? Those are essentially the only two skills, like that
towards
are
our
move the lane.
tower.
It's gonna move towards your tower. So you have a Sand King who you're gonna need a sentry for against, like just to like smack him, and like you're gonna have to win that sentry battle. And you also have to have a sentry to block the large camp. So you should be starting with 2 sentries minimum.
For sure.
One, you should be blocking the big camp immediately. So like this is like the most important thing you can do in the lane is like control the pull camp. Like just like essentially think about where is my lane gonna shove, and then what do I want to do because of that. So you don't want the enemy to pull their big lane. So you have to start with a sentry to block this. Right, you just have to, and then you also have to have a sentry here to fuck this dude up. So you're going to be essentially like just spamming sentries. That's how you win this lane, is if you spam sentries. Like you have to have another sentry over this lion, so that every time he comes and unblocks it, you're just like, yeah, fuck off, I'm blocking it again,
Sure.
And you have to have a sentry here, and this like.
Oh, that was Omni. That's why we struggled.
Sure. Okay, so in this lane, do you win trades against this Omni Knight 1 versus 1?
No.
Not at all, right? So you, especially from our last coaching session, I want to see you playing opposite the Omni and definitely blocking this camp. Those would be like 2 super important elements to this lane. This is good. You're getting like tons of free hits. Like, that was sick. Yeah, we see he goes caustic too.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that.
So nice. Okay, you tried. But like, yeah, this should have been, so like, see how low he is?
Yeah.
So, but you're just getting these free clicks. This sentry, like, this is the right play. Blocking this camp is the right play. But if we had, like used foresight at the beginning of the game to kind of think about where is this lane going to go and where do I want it to go, this would have already been blocked. So you could have gotten a kill here. You know what I mean? Like if this was already blocked, you wouldn't have to walk over here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You could have just been here clicking this motherfucker.
This is the one game out of like 40 that I didn't do it because my team was yelling at me to get first blood with MK.
So what do we do when your team yells at you?
No, it's true.
We go like this, and then you play your own fucking game.
Nice, you muted me.
It's funny. Okay, alright, good. You have 2 homeworks already.
How did I take all that damage? Was it Omni? I don't even know what just happened there.
I can also look at that. Homework, okay. 1, mute your idiot teammates if they are idiots. 2, precognitive. Do I block big camp? Do they shove lane? Etc. Okay. I don't know how you took all the damage. Oh, you took damage from just the Omni clicking you in lane. So yeah, you go to block this camp, and this is why I was telling you you're gonna have to play here, because this is what's gonna happen. You
It was
over
fine
here.
when the SK was gone, but then after that, not so much.
So,
or when the Omni was gone originally.
What should you have done? So what you did was you traded hits with him all the way.
Yeah.
So what
just walked.
You should have just walked. He would have got like 2 hits off. You would have been completely fine. But instead, you basically have to use a salve here. So like,
Yeah.
if you're at a disadvantage, you just need to run the fuck away.
Yeah, for sure.
So now you can kill this guy, really easy. Let's see. Nice. So this is where the other sentry would come and play. But you still have a sentry, so it's fine. When a Sand King is low, by the way, you should just like, okay, nice. We blocked it. We're getting there. Now you're running away. Look at that. Instant coaching impact. Yeah, that's what did that purge? Hold on.
Yeah, that's Oracle's actually decent against Omni because I think it purges.
I don't think it
Does it? Took
did.
it? Is it spellable? Is it
So
spellable?
he uses it.
Just click the spell.
So he's used it. And then it did not dispel. Wait, he still has the regen. Huh?
Oh, sure.
Basic dispel. Cannot be dispelled. Okay.
God damn it, dude. I'm so good right now.
We've
Oh,
learned.
nice.
Alright, this homie is... That should have been a salve.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nice. Instead it's a tango. And that's a salve. We got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this job of like... So okay, let's go back here. This is never your job as the pos 5.
Tower is in danger.
Like never. You're not responsible for like tanking these creeps. Like you have other shit to do. Like you should be setting up a pole or something, you know, like whatever. Probably not a pole if you're blocking it. So like you should always hand off these creeps to your carry. The carry can like, you know, just move through like maybe they're bad, you know, but like no, you don't care about this part of the lane. Like you got other shit to do. Maybe if the carry was up here, you could do that. But like
Just to hold them, yeah.
yeah, it's just kind of like confusing. Because the carry's like this is what I do. You know, please let me do it.
Yeah. Let's go. Just support things.
Exactly. Alright, so now we're at this kill threat. And so you need to... We do have this other sentry, so that's good. But like once you hit level 3, like how long have you been level 3 for? Like you need to use your timing. And like your timing on Lich is level 1. Your timing on Oracle is level 3. So as soon as you are this level 3, you should like your whole game is set up right now to like start killing at level 3 on Oracle. Like that you are by far the strongest fucking hero in the game. Like almost total. Like I don't think there's a stronger level 3 hero than Oracle. So this is when you can really like win the lane. So like I would have liked you to be like save your regen for this point. Like really try and play passive, especially if you're against like, you know, this Omni Knight who can just run you down in lane. Like if you had traded more efficiently, if we had blocked this camp in the very beginning, if we had like, you know, taken advantage of this stupid Sand King from being stupid, then when we when we get to our level 3 point, now we're even stronger. But now you're kind of like, you know, and we see it here, you know, you get attacked, you know, you were at like, you know, 75% HP, and now you're down here, you know, at half HP without a salve because you took too much damage from that Omni Knight. So like this is your timing. So we should have been playing towards your timing, and then now once we're here, we should totally be, you know, like, you know, sneaking up behind the Sand King and being very aggressive with this level 3 timing. Like if, for whatever reason, you know, like I don't know, but like for whatever reason, when you know you're level 3 here, there's no Omni Knight in the lane, so right here, I think you're on this like kind of autopilot denying kind of game and not recognizing that you are absolutely the strongest hero right now. So instead, you should totally be trying to be aggressive or set something up. So that means, you know, using the Fog of War, moving through these trees here, and then, you know, coming out here and being like, haha, fuck off, bitch. Or same thing on this side, coming over, like sneaking up through the trees and smacking somebody. That can downfire, and you should go to where the Omni isn't. So if you think the Omni might be here, then you're going to go the other way, and vice versa. So you have to be like tactical. So you're setting up. You're like, okay, this entry play was pretty bad.
I didn't want it to get dewarded. I figured Omni would have dropped one, so I was like, you know, the wave's probably gonna meet there for a bit, and then I pulled.
Makes sense.
Maybe not.
So yeah, here, this is just like, you know, okay, the pull is good, right? But it's you need to leverage, like, this pull should be intentional. Like, you should be dragging the creep wave back so I can kill them. Hopefully that's what you're going to be doing. But, like, you can kill this guy solo right now. Like, really easily solo, like, with your combo.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you probably just could have bursted him down. I think you do, like, more than 300 damage. Like, easily more than 300 damage. You do 100, and then that's like 360, plus auto attacks. So yeah, for sure, on this, like, you know, what are we going to say? 3, you know, play your timings, which could be, like, you know, Oracle level 3, Lich level 1. What other heroes do you play?
Witch Doctor.
So probably Witch Doctor level 3 plus level 6. What's your other heroes?
Jakiro.
Jakiro, I don't really know when he's strong.
Jakiro has a weird, like, I mean, just strong with dual breath. It's about, like, saving mana, I think.
Which you're like strong level 1. You're strong, like, at like all of your, like level 1, level 3, level 5, level 7. I think is when Jakiro's strong. When you can, like, abuse those spells. Okay, so now this Dusa is having, like, an okay lane. So, like, you're definitely taking, like, you're not playing bad by any means. You're taking a lot of attention from the Dusa, and these guys are putting in a lot of attention on you. But I think that's because of where you're playing, and you're kind of playing, like, this sacrificial role when, you know, I would say you play back here, and you essentially you should become like a machine gun on this level 3 against 2 melee on this Oracle. You're just hyper aggressive, smacking people up. You could have brought this guy an item.
Oh, that doesn't happen. So yeah, I can't.
That's funny. Nice. Okay, now we're recognizing it. So yeah, just a little bit too late. And, you know, partially is probably because you traded inefficiently, and then once you got to your timing, you were weak.
Yeah. No.
All right. So sentry placement should always be played, like, right, kind of like here. Sorry, let me go back. Sentry should always be like here, kind of like just in the tree, and in the lane. This sees nothing. You know, this was like, you know, while he was sandstormed, you could do something, but, like, you should just place it here. And if it gets deordered, so be it. Like,
I think it was because when did I just place that when we started fighting?
He was in sandstorm here, and, like, yeah. So he was exactly. So he's in sandstorm right now, and you come in and you're like, haha.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you need to save these. You need to save these sentries for when the Sand King is doing shit. Like, you know, when he's actually in the wave and you want to click him. Like, you should make him not feel safe in the wave. So yeah, right. Okay, that sentry has come into play now. So, like, in this situation, you don't save anybody. Like, you save when on an Oracle at level 4. You save people by killing the enemy. Like, you can do so much more damage than they can. So that's kind of like, even though he has this Omni Knight, it's a really strong lane, this Omni Knight SK. I used to play this in Dota 1. It's kind of funny, yeah. So, like, yeah, you just fucking smack people and kill them. But, like, burst, you know, like, with your Dusa. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, now you're essentially useless, so let's just TP out. Oh, you got, okay, never mind. You're bringing some clarities. Yeah, so, like, this lane is being played too, like, statically. Like, you know, at this point, you've lost the lane. If you're not able to kill these guys, you've lost the lane. And I think you need to go use your talents elsewhere. Like, you are still really fucking strong. So I would say play behind your Monkey King or your Necro or something. Like, don't bother. And I think we've seen this as a theme in your replays. Is you're a very dedicated position 5 to your carry. You're very tied to your carry, and maybe because of the tilt factor, like, this guy wants to be babysat. He shouldn't even be in this lane now. So, like, he's not getting optimal CS. You know, he could be fucking farming this shit, and so maybe you need to leave and just kick him out. But, like, yeah. As soon as you can't leverage your strength, you need to go find how to leverage it elsewhere. Maybe you stack here. That would have been really good. This one's always impossible to stack. I always fuck it up. So let's see if you're better than me. Oh, nice.
That's exact.
Stacking. I think you can get a double stack here. I think. So yeah, Deucer recognizes this. Go into jungle. Just gonna wait for the lane to shove in. It's fine. Yeah, go play behind your strongest people. Nice. It's a good trade. Alright, so now hopefully the ward's up. The game state right now is centered around keeping your towers, perhaps preventing your Sven from farming. So as this hero who has this crazy amount of fucking burst, you should be involved in all of these ganks. I would say let's set up a smoke when this Necro comes because he has a Reaper Scythe. Let's block these camps. Let's make sure he can't farm this shit because I think he's already taking Ancients. So okay, yeah, we're going back to base because you're out of mana. And yeah, let's definitely get a smoke. Nice, using the thingy. Top homies. Okay, we get a kill on the Sven because he's pressuring. You're going back bottom, so this is definitely not the place to play. You know, maybe just a ward. Maybe you go soak mid. You're stacking. That's okay. That's definitely good. But I don't want to see you down here. I want to see you playing with your angry dudes. Because like your hero is not defensive in this point in the game. Do you feel that you're a defensive hero at like pre 15 minutes?
It really depends on. I mean, I know that Oracle isn't, but if I'm not doing well, then I'm just like in mode like stop hemorrhaging, like deaths and stuff.
Gotcha.
So it kind of, I'm less aggressive. Oh god, this is terrible. I couldn't decide if I wanted to ult the Earthshaker because I'd already seen him miss a couple of fissures.
That's fine.
And then, no, seriously, that mid, when I TP'd mid, he just, yeah, it was real bad. So then all three of us died. And I think this is kind of the point where the game just really started turning in their favor because they already had more farm from lane and
yeah,
we were just dying.
Totally understand. I think that you definitely could have had a pretty significant influence on this game. I would say, like, you know, from your play, you basically only protected this Medusa and you protected her, but in a situation where she didn't need to be protected, she needed to leave. So yeah, like couple major things that I'm seeing. So I think these will definitely help. I'm just typing out the homework. So yeah, play behind your strongest core once you're not needed in the safe lane anymore. So you've either one safe lane, so your safe laner can get max XP farm. Well, you know, maybe you kill the Sand King like 8 times because of the things we talked about, where, you know, we're playing your level 3 timing. We're not trading inefficiently against the Omni Knight, that sort of stuff. Then, you know, you're either gonna win this lane or you lose the lane, right? So maybe like, you know,
no, but I do want to build better habits so that even if I lose lane.
Yeah, totally. So if you lose the lane, which is it's totally likely, right? Like you're gonna be against like some fucking crazy combo, and you have a bad teammate, whatever, or just having a bad game. Like you need to leverage your time. And if you this is not a kill threat with this Mystic Stake, you know, but the Earthshaker, they have a good stun. Like Monkey King is a dueler, you know, like he's gonna come up and fuck people up. Same thing with Necro, he's gonna hit this Reaper Scythe. So yeah, so let's, you know, mute your teammates if they're dumb. Let's think about the lane in terms of where is it going to shove, and then block the camp accordingly. And then we're gonna play your timing. And in lane as a pause 5, typically that's like, you know, level 1, level 3, level 5, you know, that type of stuff. And then outside of the lane, to have impact in the mid game, because I think you know how to play the late game and later half of the mid game on Oracle really well. Like you know that you're there to save people, and we've talked about getting Blink Dagger and all of those things to be able to fuck these dudes up. In this game, you don't need any of that. You need a Lotus Orb. Like
Yes.
Terribly.
Yeah, I ended up bitching out and going for a really early Ghost Scepter.
That's also okay. Like, I mean, if the Sven is always finding you, but
I
would
say the silencer he was dominating.
Yeah, mid silencers are quite scary. So this Ghost Scepter is okay, but it doesn't really impact your team to the same way as a Lotus Orb would. Like if it's sort of like you're only protecting yourself.
But a Lotus Orb is so much gold. Like, what do you do if you don't think you're gonna make it to the like? I mean, I guess I had a
Glimmer. Then a Glimmer would probably be better.
Yeah. Okay.
But you probably just need to rush this Lotus Orb, which is kind of like it's your timings, right? You need to, like, a better player, like fucking I don't know who a really good Oracle player is, but like one of those pro players, they would have fucking really tried to make use of that level 3 thing. They would have recognized, okay, my Medusa is just like stalling farm here. I'm like a carry does not just want lane creeps. Like, that is bad farm if they're just getting lane creeps. Because like look what this Sven is able to farm. They're able to like shove a wave and then farm like 8 camps, right? So lane creeps is totally not that much GPM, especially when you're having to like use salves, use tangos, that kind of shit. So just abandon your safe laner if the lane isn't perfect, and if the lane is perfect, you also abandon them. So then you also go play behind people who actually want you there. Like I can't really think, maybe anti-mage, like heroes who can't. So yeah, let's specify when you stay in lane. Stay in lane when you have a hero that needs an item before jungling. Just stay in lane when you when you have a hero that needs an item before jungling. So that's anti-mage, that's PA, and this is kind of like that precognition. You gotta say Deuce is a jungler, so I'm gonna fucking abandon you as soon as I can. Then play your timings. Play Oracle level 3, play Lich level 1, and then I think we're also gonna add 1.2. Oh wait, this will be okay. Block camp versus not block camp. Who shoves lane best? And then we'll also say, do I play in the jungle? Or do I play behind my carry? So if you're going to in the laning phase, if you're gonna play in the jungle, what items do you think would be advantageous to playing in this part of the map against, let's say you are a character that can trade against the Omni Knight. What do you need? What don't you need? Conceptually, like, what's going to help you trade?
Fuck, I feel like I need a windlace at least.
Yeah, maybe a windlace, maybe an oov, like maybe something that enhances your ability to click them.
Do ranged heroes get oov?
You can, but like not all the time. But like if you're playing a Jakiro, you're probably going to go a lot of mangoes or mana regen to spam your deal breath, right?
Yep.
Whereas if you're playing behind your carry and you know that you're going to be doing that, your carry is going to be taking a lot of damage. So maybe you invest in salves and sentries to block this thing. So your items need to help you, like, you need to tell a story of how your game is going to go, and then your items and playstyle need to facilitate that story.
That's a really good quote, Doss. I'm going to write that down.
Nice. So yeah, I think that this is like a gentle, this replay review is like a gentle reminder of sort of your priorities, because I think this is all stuff we've covered before.
Yeah, no, I've been on break for a while, and I definitely, going back over the replay, a lot of this stuff we covered, like not spamming my Q before level 3. I just need to not be on autopilot.
Yep, and that's kind of like that's the part of Dota, right? It's like, have you've seen that unconscious thing? Like, am I sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Incompetent. This thing. here we go. Yeah, like this is the stages of learning. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
All right, cool. So I will link this. I don't know if this article is necessarily the way of doing it. But so yeah, this is like.
Where you don't know what you don't know. God, if that doesn't describe Loma Mardota.
That's funny. How do I view image? Okay, here we go. No, fuck. How do I view this? Zoom in. Okay, so this is like, it's one theory about how, like, it essentially describes how people learn through like how you feel and how good you are at something. So, you know, there's when you're good at something, you're this unconscious competent. So you don't have to think about it, and you're just doing shit, and it just works. You know, like you're just like, okay, like you're more basing your behavior on feelings. Whereas when you're, you know, completely new to a skill, you're unconscious and you're incompetent. Like, you know, you're just doing stuff and you don't know whether or not they're good or not. So, you know, like think about like swinging a baseball bat. The first time you swing the bat, like say you didn't know anything about baseball, you know, you're just saying hit the ball. You just hit the ball with the thing, right? So you're just doing your best to swing and, you know, hit the ball. Now, as you practice, eventually you're going to say, okay, you know, I need to actually bring my hips into it. I need to, like, you know, plant my feet. I need to, you know, like, I can't have too tight a grip on the baseball bat. And then you move into being good at those skills. And then you move into, like, you know, but you still have to think about it. You know, you still have to, like, you know, as you're doing your motion, you know, it's not muscle memory just yet. And then eventually it becomes muscle memory. So this is a good way to describe, you know, what we see when we're, like, learning a skill. So, you know, you're kind of like, you know, somewhere in between the yellow and green.
Yeah, but I've got a long way to go.
Exactly. Like you're thinking about these things. You know of them, but, you know, it's hard to put them into, you know, so you're on your way to becoming this autonomous, you know, killing machine. So it just takes practice. The more you rep, the better, and the more you can just, like, you know. So what I'd recommend is, if you're feeling good enough today, is play a couple Oracle games, and then see if you're doing these things. See if you could have optimized your level, like your HP and mana at level 3. See if you could have optimized your trades in lane. See if you were right about how the lane went. Did the lane push out or did it push in? And then
No, definitely do that.
Nice. And then, yeah, definitely play behind your strongest score once you're not needed in the safe lane anymore. So try to identify, like, literally, like, before the game, like, in the draft phase, like, you know, you're here, right?
10 seconds.
So right here, when you're at this point, you know, like, literally, like, write down on a piece of paper, the lane is going to shove in. This is what I'm against. This is what I need to. This is when I'm strong, and this is who I'm going to play, like, you know, with at level. Once I'm done in the laning phase, which should be around level 5, I need to leave and go play behind my Earthshaker. And then, like, you know, sip some tea and look at your next game. Look at the replay of this game.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific questions about this game, particularly like itemization or, like, you know, stuff that we haven't covered?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I think it was just a really good case of me not being as effective as I could and being kind of caught out by the meta, since I don't pay. I mean, I know basic things like Omni is strong, Sven is strong, and that with the silencer, I think I just need to do a little bit more research into what's strong. That way I don't have to think as consciously about the items, and I can say, okay, this patch is, like, more melee focused or whatever. Because that, I did not expect silencer to be that good. I thought it was a meme, and then...
Yeah, silencer's pretty pog. I mean, did you
that
not
point
see my... Look at this. I have silencer on broken tier.
Love your tier list. Not great. Oh, shit. Oh no, poor Am. Is Troll really that bad right now?
I mean, I don't think he can win. So, I mean, he can win, but I just don't see.
It's, yeah, everything has to go right for you, and everything has to go wrong for them.
Yeah, dude.
I need to try Venge. I've I've been seeing Venge with eggs, but I feel like that's more of a pause 4 thing, but it is really fucking good. I might pick her up for a game or two.
All right. Well, hey, this has been great. Gonna cut it
Okay.
short.
Awesome, and I'll make a thumbnail. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Talk to you
All right,
later.
bye.
Bye.